What's up guys, so today I'm back with another lesson and today I'm going to be talking about displacement. So when I first heard about displacement, it was actually in a song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers called Ready Made, and when I first heard it I was like, what the hell is going on here? And what it turned out to be was Chad Smith was displacing the kick and the snare drum whilst the bass and guitar line was playing a continuous rhythm. So the guitar and the bass is playing one rhythm all the way through and the drums are displacing, which makes the whole song sound a lot groovier, and it wouldn't be what it is if Chad Smith didn't add that in. So once I heard that, I went and looked up a bunch of stuff about displacement, and there's so much stuff you can do with it to add into your songwriting. For example, you can actually displace a metronome, so you can play on the beat, displace the snare and the kick drum so that the metronome is playing on the offbeat, and then you can also take it a step further and displace so the click is doing triplets in between what you're playing. And I'll go ahead and show you some examples of what I mean right now. Right, so basically what I've done is I've set up a click to 100 BPM, so beats per minute. And first of all I'll show you me playing with the click, and then I'll displace so that the click is on the offbeat. And I'll do that a couple of times to show you what I mean. So here we go. So for some of you that might sound a bit confusing, but you can tell what it's doing. Basically, I'm playing along with the click on the beat, and then I'm displacing the snare and the kick drum so that it falls on the offbeat. So now what I'll go and do is I'll show you playing on the beat, and then I'll displace the kick and the snare so that the click is doing triplets. And I'll do it one more time. So as you can see, it's quite handy if you had a guitar playing some chords or some individual picking patterns, you can really switch up what you're doing just by displacement. And not just the drums can displace, the guitar can do it as well, so you can come up with loads of different patterns and unique rhythms. So as I said to begin with, when I first heard about displacement, it was in a song by called Ready Made, by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And what Chad Smith did, like I said before, is displace the snare and the kick drum. So what I'll do is I'll go and show you what he did, so it gives you more of an insight into how it sounds. So I've gone on to explain some different ways of using displacement. Now what I'm going to do is count 4/4 and count 6/8 as well. And what I'll do is I'll displace the kick, so this, over different beats of the bar. So I'll start off with 4/4 and show you what I mean. So the kick drum will start on the 1, and then it will shift to the 2, and then the 3 and the 4. And then what I'll do after that is I'll go on to explain 6/8. So I'll do the cycle. So I'll play the kick on the 1, on the 2, on the 3, on the 4, on the 5 and the 6. But first of all I'll start off with 4/4. So here we go. So it'd be 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So you can see I'm shifting the kick between each beat of the bar, which is another really cool thing that you can do. For bassists, guitarists, drummers, anything, you can, just by shifting the accented note, it's going to completely change the feel of what you're playing. So it's a really cool thing to add into your songwriting, coming up with parts, because simply by changing something so simple, you're going to completely change the feel of a song by playing the same thing. For example, what you just saw in Ready Made by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So yeah, I'll go on to show 6/8 now. This is a lot more tricky, so you have to bear with me, but this is what you're effectively doing. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I've shifted the kick all the way through the cycle, and then it will come back round again on the 1. But it's just a really interesting thing to add into your playing. Yeah, I thought I'd teach a lesson on that because it's helped me out come up with some different drum parts. And if you play around with this and muck about with it in some rehearsal stuff, you're bound to come up with some really cool ideas. So I just thought I'd put that out there and teach you some of that stuff.